Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, this is the new moon in Leo and coming into the Lion's Gate meditation. So, we're going to be starting up new moon, full moon meditations coming up going forward, at least for a while. And I will be announcing what that's going to look like exactly over this month before the full moon on the 19th. So I hope this finds everyone moving smoothly through these energies and into this galactic new year. For those of you who are on the Galactic New Year and Lionsgate call, thanks for the feedback. Happy to hear the percolations and the buzzing and the things that are shifting for you. Super exciting. And for those of you who weren't on the call, we're going to weave a little bit of what we talked about in this video for your meditation, really to just support the main themes that we've been working with and the shifting in how we're working energetically. So, if everyone just wants to take a deep breath in to start, just feel the breath in, exhale, gentle sigh. And just drop down. So, just allow your breath to come down into that low belly, the pelvis, the hara, the womb space, and sit really comfortably, so that your body can actually relax. Oftentimes, in meditations, which there's a purpose for both, there's that upright posture, and that's great. But there's also benefit to not working with so much rigidity, but finding a way that you can sit and relax and allow your body to open up. Part of this, we're going to be talking about this more and more. There is the masculine teachings, and then there's the feminine teachings. And what I really like to do is merge them so that we're connecting to a deeper wholeness and a deeper balance and harmony and coherence within our systems, because we're no longer in just a masculine paradigm, and I'm not prone to work just within a feminine paradigm, because we are in union, right? We are moving into states of unification, and that begins within us. So as you breathe, just let your body be soft, right? Let it be open, let it be spacious, so energy can move through and to and out easier. Take another breath in, exhale down into the belly again. And just feel your root. Just feel your buttocks and your thighs. And notice, your body as it relaxes, it may be apt to just a little bit of a wave, and you actually want to invite that wave in. You don't have to hold yourself in that rigid stillness. Keeps everything tense. When the energy begins to move through, what happens, right, is that we soften. That energy is like an inner water, and it just softens everything, softens our edges, our thoughts, softens our emotions. And all of that is really perfect for that new moon, that inner place of respite, that inner place of release and peace. And just let yourself feel at ease. So we're going to go ahead and call in that Mother, Father, God, Goddess, right? That space where unification is already present. We're just calling in that energy of wholeness, that divine source, love and light, where the light of the electrical, the intellect, that fiery masculine can connect with the love, the softness, the inclusivity, the unconditionality of love that's magnetic and fertile. And that masculine and feminine of light and love come together and they birth life with the capital L. Breathe that in, exhale, and allow that life, which carries all of the codes of that higher light and love, the masculine and feminine, to just rain down through your crown, down into your cells, flowing effortlessly down into the earth with you as this beautiful conduit, this beautiful vehicle and vessel, this bridge between the worlds. Take another breath in, exhale. And then allow this life to also begin to flow around you within your beautiful egg-like structure. This bubble, this sphere that carries you through your daily lower L life. So we're going to call in all of your guides of the highest light and love from the higher realms to also be present to support you, to support this container, to support all of the energies of this time period through Lionsgate, meaning from now through the 12th. And then recognizing that from the 8/8 in September, we move into the 9/9, the 10/10 in October, the 11/11, the 12/12. So our numbers just keep getting more empowering. Okay, the potency of the numerology becomes more coded to support our motion as we continue to move through what we call these months of the Gregorian calendar, right? And we allow ourselves to be in this natural flow in our day-to-day, even through the structures and the systems. We're asking for guidance to support us in navigating any linear timelines, any linear modes of operation into more of that natural time, sacred rhythm, organic flow. Exhale, and just to support us in our highest alignment for the highest good, for ourselves and for all. And then we're going to call in your own highest self aspects, those aspects that are working most closely with you right now. Those next level, higher dimensional fractals of your own light that know your path, that are supporting your path, that are guiding you. And we're going to just invite them to integrate their consciousness so that we know intuitively through our heart and our body, which is forms that heart, body, mind with our intellect mind. so that we move step by step, choice by choice, into our highest timeline. Pausing throughout the day, putting your hands across your heart space, and just asking, is this the highest action I can take at this time? Is this the most aligned action to keep me in the flow of co-creating my highest timeline? Are these actions connected to my deepest knowing and my deepest soul presence, or am I operating through the egoic construct, through habit, on autopilot, asking, what can I shift up in my world, in my life, to make more moments in my daily day to day hold more richness and sacredness, that drops me into that connection with that sacred life, that magical living, that deep connection from within, living from the inside out with that intentionality. And most of the time, it's going to come through more simplicity. Mishkanya ya la yati siti normala mahayati shinya pi. Mi na ushna akit isnya la ame esino ushin. Mi ni at ayana eki sit uya la hayane e. So just feel inwardly for a moment. Listen inside. What is calling you forward from within your own being? So let me clarify something. When we're co-creating, this doesn't necessarily mean that we're co-creating some grand gesture, right? Or some, when I say transformation, usually I do talk about that in a larger sense of literally transforming and up-leveling. But what I want to clarify with that is that it doesn't have to be external in the outer world, because we're always evolving. There are areas that we're always invited to refine and redefine about who we are in ourselves. And it can take a very small redefining process, simply in a thought pattern that we hold, an emotional experience that we carry. Say for instance, I'm generally at peace and content and happy, which is a beautiful place to rest in. And yet, as we evolve, there are consistent higher octaves to any emotional or state of being. And so when we shift, let's say from happiness into joy, that octave changes and we move from a personal happiness into a higher dimensional experience of what happiness has the potential to be. So there isn't something that we're needing to fix or get away from, or that anything is wrong. It's simply that we are evolving, and part of our evolving means we're going to be shifting our experience to always next levels of the potentials that we are. My joy can access a higher aspect of myself that my happiness cannot, just simply because it is a different frequency. And as I access that joy, that means that that fractal of light carries that higher frequency with a different slant of consciousness that allows me then to continue to upgrade to another state of being. We aren't resting in any state for long. Now, perhaps if we're completely enlightened, whatever that is, and my guess is enlightenment is not anymore what it was even 20 years ago, right? Because with this ascension trajectory, we now have access to much more than we did 20 years ago with a larger collective of beings. So we want to be mindful that there's always unwinding that we're doing on some level. And it doesn't have to be big and grandiose, but we want to be breathing into new dimensionality of our being, because that is part of our wholeness. That is part of our true essence. So as you feel inside, there may be things that you're wanting to co-create in the physical realm. But as we've been talking about more and more, it's in the internal realm that it starts now. We want to be as much of a match in here for what we're bringing towards us, what we're magnifying from the outside. And we don't necessarily get to know exactly what it's going to look like, because that is not really any of our business, right? Because we don't know the potentials of what it can be. So our job is to keep fine-tuning with our own inner experience, our own inner information, our own inner subtleties, and following this guidance that comes from soul. It's not us necessarily saying, oh yeah, I want that. Now it might be, right? But we're going to go into this in the Divine Blueprint class that I'm going to be doing probably maybe this month. Because there's a fine line between what I think I want from my personality and what the soul is desiring. Want and desire is a way that I differentiate this. So my deep desire is like I feel it on a deep level, right? We know it. We feel the reverberation. We feel the enthusiasm. And that desire then begins to guide us into what that vision is. And then we get to, well, what does this really feel like inside of me? What do I feel like that all of the frequencies and all of the thought forms, right, that go with it. The thoughts meet the heart rather than the head lead the way and the thoughts lead the way. We're meeting in here. And it's the desire of what it is that we're being asked to create because it's in our blueprint to do so. It's in our karmic um, repertoire to either karmically, if we're going to work from karma, we'll just use that because it's just easier to use that language because it's meant to be, it's part of our destiny, or we're clearing something, right? So we're feeling like, oh, right, that forward propulsion from inside because there's something else that it holds that needs to be addressed. And then it may move forward or it may not, like my examples in the class. We're going to talk about timelines too. I'm going to do a video on that probably very soon. So as we're in this Leo energy, Leo is all about this creativity, right? And this Lion's Gate, it's big energy. It's, what is the go big, be bold, be bright, shine yourself, right? Give yourself permission to take up space, to love yourself, to be passionate, to express yourself without shame or guilt or thinking, who am I to use my voice, to have my dreams, to tell my story, to think I'm important, to think I deserve to take up space, right? We all deserve to take up space because we're all important. We're all beings that matter and are here to shine whatever it is we're here to shine. Leo is all about this, and it is this time of year where everything is abundant, right? Everything is in bloom, everything is vibrant. So the energy of abundance is alive and well right now. We're at this peak cycle in our season. So we want to be really, really harnessing that energy of flourishing. That's the word that I like, thriving, um, manifesting for me is that co-creation. I'm not the manifester, so to speak. I'm a vehicle and vessel through which co-creation with all of these different forces happen, and they support this being's purpose for being here. So as we're moving through this new moon, it's kind of this funny little juxtaposition, right? Because new moons tend to be a little, depending on what element they're in and sign they're in, tend to be that internal check-in point, right? Where we're coming inside, we're moving into the rest and digest period. We're moving into that internal more stillness time. We're moving into the darkness, right? The new moon, it's the darkness, meaning we come into our own inner darkness, which means our internal realms, our own nighttime, so that we can become more clear, so we can vision, so that we can plant seeds in the darkness of the soil, so that we can feel more deeply, know more deeply. So I tend to be more inclined towards the new moons because probably I'm more introverted and I'm much more internal and I'm very comfortable there. So here in this Leo, right? This Leo energy, it's this juxtaposition because we're still being called inside. And yet so much of the energy is this external, big, vital and vibrant, bright sun energy. So the invitation for this meditation, I find, in this funny juxtaposition to be kind of perfect, because what we're doing now is our co-creation is all frequency based. And then we move in the world as the world moves towards us. And it's that yellow brick road that we talked about in class, that, the more our frequency lights up inside of us, potentials get activated. And those potentials that are in our highest good, if we're staying in that alignment, that match the frequency that we're creating, those potentials light up the yellow brick road that we're traveling down. And so then we step onto where it's being lit. We still don't know it's all the way, um, way far out, maybe 3 or 4 of the yellow golden bricks. So, but the more that we create and hold the frequency within us, the more that amplifies out, and we become like a radio tower for what that is. And then we have to let go of expectations, right? We let go of timing. We let go of what things might need to be moved out of the way before our frequency can come into different levels of alignment. And we let go of what things are supposed to look like. And we just become open to receive whatever is meant to be in that highest good. And we let go. We surrender. We turn it all over, right? To the love, to the wisdom, to the deep knowing and the relationship between God, Goddess, Source, Spirit, whatever that is for you, and our soul. There's a relationship here, right? There's something that is deeply, deeply integrated in as oneness within us through the soul. It knows, right? It knows so much more than what we know. So we want to take time to be open to receive. So I have a video on that. I actually have a couple different ones that I posted recently. Are you open to receive? The art of integration. And then there's also a nice little guided, meditation to just really support going into non-doing, just being. All of these go hand in hand, because receptivity is key in absolutely anything that we're doing along our awakening, personal growth, spiritual journey. And for me, it's kind of overlooked in a lot of the teachings out there, but it's the deep feminine teaching. Letting go and just receiving the perfection of what is, and being grateful for everything that shows up that creates those yellow bricks. And it might even be things being removed that are a little unexpected, but knowing, okay, here's my intention, here's what my frequency is, here's what my radio tower is beaming out. So if this is what life with the capital L is dictating, I'm going to trust it. I'm going to keep surrendering. I'm going to keep in tune with my frequency, with the depth of my own knowing. Okay? So let's start there now with our meditation. So taking the breath in, exhaling again, getting very comfortable so that your body can relax deeply and receive. I'm even going to do that as I do this activation. As you can see, I'm at a home away from home right now. All right. So go ahead and just close your eyes. Feel inside the quality, meaning the frequency, the energy, the consciousness of what you are wanting to experience in your life. What is that inner sensation? And recognize that if you're wanting, let's say, abundance, there could be abundance of, like financial abundance. A financial abundance might really mean the essence, the frequency, the consciousness of freedom. Okay? It might hold, what would another quality, higher state of being of that be? Um, of 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 um, of generosity. Okay, so what we think about here in this 3D, I want you to look at maybe what the quality is, but then what is that bigger state of being that you're longing for? Abundance. I'm using abundance because this is this time that we're in. Abundance of, of energy could be really, I just want an abundance of joy. I want an abundance of creative ideas, right? I'm longing, I'm feeling like stagnant, and I'm wanting to feel like an abundance of love. So recognize that every 3D quality of action has a state accompanied with it. And we want to work with that state of being, those frequencies. So breathe in. I'm wanting to just feel more peace. So what might bring you more peace is an action of slowing down in life, more quiet time, more stillness, more nature, right? Which then holds that container of peace. So you have a couple different ideas on a spectrum there. And if you were in the class, you're hopefully working with the template that we were working with and working with these qualities, and it may have shifted. So just feel inside. So then I'm going to invite you to feel the dominant quality at this point in time, and it can change over the next 24 hours or over the next week. Feel that dominant quality frequency. And I'm going to choose love because love for me is what encompasses absolutely everything else. Divine love holds the codes for all other states, all other desires, all other actions. So we're going to just drop in and start from that very basic connection with whatever makes you smile, given with your frequency, whatever quality you're working with. Connect a smile to it, an example, a vision. Just breathe that in and allow that quality to just begin to percolate. Allow your breath to be slow, to be deep, and you're just receiving. Allow it to be there. And wherever you feel it in your body, you're going to breathe, let go with a sigh, and you're going to allow it to expand a little bit more. And you might find this quality as a light or even a little patch of darkness. And you're going to just keep sensing, feeling, connecting to the quality. And with each breath, you're going to allow that frequency and quality to just grow. And now that you're planting the seed, we're going to call in all of this assistance to support your process, to support the cultivation and the nurturing. So stay close, stay present, stay connected to that space within you. Let it amplify. Let it keep amplifying. Stay connected. No thoughts. If your thoughts come in, you just go right back to where you sense and feel this beautiful sacred space, this sacred quality and frequency. And as it grows, we're just going to invite it to reveal its next level expression. And you're going to keep focusing. Let all your awareness come into that space. Breathe, let go. Let it continue to expand. Stay focused. Stay present. Stay in the stillness of it. Stay in the silence of it. Stay in relationship to this. Allow any thoughts that come up that try to do anything, think anything, know anything, just let them fall away. You are not the doer here. You've planted the seed. You're receiving it. You're gestating it. You're going to allow it to reveal more as the time unfolds. Keep allowing the breath to keep dropping down into the earth. Let yourself keep dropping deeper in, letting go of needing to do and just feeling. Allow each expansion to be a doorway into a larger space and time. Softening your body. Softening your awareness to deepen into that sensation. Feeling and sensing the frequency. And let it expand. You don't even have to know what is being expressed with your mind. Just let your body continue to expand the frequency. Let the smile continue to widen. Let your heart continue to open. Breathing in, exhale. Allow your sensation of silence and stillness be permeated with your awareness. Allowing your frequency to move out, resonating with that which is of the highest love and light and truth and wisdom and good for you, for your highest alignment. You might even feel your sphere, your egg, your bubble being permeated with this frequency. You might see a color of that frequency. Just keep allowing it to grow within you, through you, as you. Keep breathing and dropping down, down, down. Relaxing deeper, softening the body so you can be in full receptivity of your own soul presencing, your heart soul desiring. Resting, digesting, whatever is moving through you, allowing your body and your soul to allow their wisdom to take care of everything. Allow all of the helpers to support you in knowing and following, having the courage, having the faith and trust to listen to your truth. To know you deserve your truth. Your heart, soul desires are there to follow, and they are an act of self-love and self-honor when we open to them. Mishkan, Misiun. Deep breath in, exhale. Allowing magic to unfold in its perfection, not your expectation of what it's supposed to look like. Just let go. Let go. Open to receive what is meant to be, and follow your yellow brick road accordingly. Shatiki tialaya satam. Mi iniya yalaya dehiki. Musuti amishkanya ne. Wisiati ushnyamyanum. Inhale. Nyesvishnalayaniyati Nishkut ialayanyanihum. Mayati sunyati miyati alayame. Exhale. Rest into this space. Allow grace. Allow your highest and deepest presence to illuminate your journey from within as a living mystery. Orchestrated by your divinity. And hold your frequency. Return to your frequency as we move through this window of time. Fine tune and refine anything that gets in the way, that shows up. Support its dissolution so that you may continue to rise in your truth, in your deepest soul knowing desire that is fueled by love. Stay in a receptive mode, which will be different for everyone, through these next 3 to 4 days. Allow your body to find places and spaces of releasing, openness, softness, beingness. Allowing all of these Lionsgate energies to find your alignment, but you must be in this alignment. Mishkani alaya nehi anushunaki mitialaya nehi sunala aki mikuni alaya nitusi ayanatum aki 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 aki. Drop down. So feel that your buttocks and thighs are connected to your whatever you're sitting on, that you can rest back and relax your body. Inhale, exhale, wave back and forth. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Ah. All right, beauties. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So more updates will be coming. Things are in shift on my end as well. So I'm just riding these waves and just following my own yellow brick or golden brick road, and just following whatever moves through. So I think actually I'm going to put this up on YouTube and just let it be out for everyone and anyone whom it resonates with. We will be starting the cycle again for the foreseeable future for new moon, full moon meditations. And if you want more information on that, if you're not already on my newsletter, you can contact me on my website, lotuslindley.net, and drop me a line there so that I have your email address. And let me think, is there anything else? Check out the other videos, and maybe since I'm going to put this on YouTube, I'll go ahead and put the links for those specific ones that really assist this new moon period of time, coming into our feminine receptivity, so that you can listen to them as you feel called. And I'm also doing some new things on Instagram. That is also at Lotus Lindley. So, yep, blooming is happening. I don't really know where it's going, so I'm right with you all. All right, so much love, so many blessings. Drink a lot of water, especially after this activation, and drink a lot of water through this period of time, okay? All right, much love, deep peace, and lots of celebration comes from the inside out, celebrating being in love with life just as it is now, and then allowing the now to guide you. All right, love you.